This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. Because so many people asked, I will cover this. I know there's many more important things going on in the world, but I've covered on this channel many times over these challenges that pop up and what the meaning is behind it, because usually there is a cult meaning behind it. We all remember the ALS challenge where they would dump the ice water on one another, and these just complete buffoons think that they're doing something to help, help a charity, help awareness. They don't even realize they're participating in rituals, and they don't care when you point it out, and they laugh at it and think it's nothing. But this is just another one that's out there that's new. It's a joke. I mean, it's laughable. It's so obvious, but again, there might be some young people out there who don't even understand why it's pushed and made popular, why the mainstream media, why Good Morning America talks about it, all these mainstream news outlets who don't want you to do it because they tell you it's dangerous, you could get hurt, be careful. They only talk about it because they want it to be popular. If they wanted you to stop doing it or not partake in it, they wouldn't bring attention to it. They wouldn't let it trend on social media. Like they don't let people like me trend or other truthers trend when before all the nonsense really came to light, we all did kind of trend in a sense because people wanted to hear this stuff and then they suppressed it. They want it to trend. They want people to partake. And I have to put a disclaimer out before I show you what it is and then explain how it's an occult ritual that I do not endorse doing this for many reasons. The main reason being because why partake in stupidity? And why partake in an occult ritual? They go hand in hand. Okay? Nobody should need to even tell anyone not to partake in something where you could fall and crack your skull open and fall on the ground. But apparently I have to say that because, there's people promoting it, so social media has to step in because they're not stepping in and doing anything. They'll step in probably and try to stop someone like me from telling you the occult meaning behind it before they would step in and try to stop the zombies from actually partaking in it. But what it is, it's called the Milk Crate Challenge. Milk Crate Challenge. Take a look.
I love seeing these Milk Crate Challenge videos, and you guys keep sending them to me, so keep them coming. And if you haven't heard what we're talking about, it's this viral thing of people getting hurt, falling off a milk crate.
The idea is to stay on the milk crate,
right,
climb up, and then back down. But Jason Carr in the carport, a lot of folks are not successful, and honestly look like they're breaking arms and legs in the process.
Tell you, in case you couldn't tell by all the viral videos, federal officials are now letting us know the Milk Crate Challenge is a bad idea. The warning comes as videos like these rack up millions of views across social media. It shows attempt after attempt of people trying to walk up and down a staircase made entirely of milk crates, which are not stable. And most.
Some of us are born with it. Continue to nurture it. And sometimes make a career of it. If you have the heart to give a higher standard of care, join the brand that supports you the most.
And in spectacularly painful fashion. Doctors do not recommend it, and the Food and Drug Administration is also discouraging people from participating in this foolishness. The agency weighed in after comedian Conan O'Brien tweeted, "Waiting for FDA approval before I take the Milk Crate Challenge." He made the joke after the FDA approved the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine. The FDA tweeted a response saying they can't recommend the challenge, and saying perhaps enjoy a nice glass of 2% and return all those crates to the grocery store. Here's the other point about this that I saw on social media. All these fools are doing this and breaking their faces, arms, and legs, and then they go to the ER, but all the beds are full from COVID. Oh, man. Yeah, you thought society was getting dumber by the second? Yeah, this is great. I mean, I love when people just go, well, you're old, this is the way you go. Yeah, sure. I mean, we can all remember doing things that could possibly result in us falling on our skull, like climbing up milk crates, and it's just so unbelievable how dumb people are that they do this stuff, but this is the monkey see, monkey do reality we live in. Nobody realizes that. Monkey see, monkey do. That's what everything is. Monkey see, monkey do. You're going to take a magic potion? Why? Monkey see, monkey do. Oh, yeah. Oh, because you're trying to protect yourself? No. You're taking it because monkey see, monkey do. That's why. And if you're taking it for other reasons, it's likely because you're being peer pressured into it because you want to keep a job. Monkey see, monkey do. So the first thing of note, which is really easy to see, is it's set up in a pyramid. Oh, Carl, you're a crazy conspiracy nut because it's set up in a pyramid. It means it's Illuminati exposed. It means these people are so dumb. I don't know how much longer I can take living amongst these people, but you can see it's a pyramid with a capstone, right? The capstone on top. The pyramid has always been set up with the capstone. What do we always see in the capstone? Well, then you might say, what do you mean, but what do we always see? Well, I don't know. Do you have $1? All right, flip it over. You see the pyramid on there? What do you think that represents? What do you think the eye on the back represents? A country of optometrists? It's the eye of Lucifer, the all-seeing eye of Lucifer. It's also known as the capstone, the top of the pyramid. Now, in secret societies, they elevate and go up steps. In Freemasonry, all you'll see if you go through free Masonic literature is the staircase with the black and white tiles on the floor, of course, the esoteric crap that they believe in, and they follow the black and white, your good deeds outweigh your bad deeds. You'll see that on the floor, and then you'll see staircases. And what do those staircases represent? They represent evolving, elevating in secret societies, because, and this even goes for things like Scientology, which are secret societies within Freemasonry, or I should say outside of Freemasonry, but all the same thing. Every time you reach a degree, you climb up the staircase. That's what it represents. And the higher you climb, the more knowledge you're told you receive. Because you're not really receiving knowledge. They like to tell you that you're receiving the secret knowledge of the world. The knowledge is in the Bible. That's where the knowledge is. This is the wickedness of the world, each one of these steps. This is the deception of the world that these fools buy into and believe because they think that Lucifer's really on their side. And they're going to see pretty soon that he's not. But this is what they learn. They go up each step, right? And that's what the stairs in this crate challenge represent. The staircase, right? Going up the stairs. And every time they go up, they learn more. And eventually they learn that Lucifer is the god of this world. Now, they wouldn't even need to learn that in Freemasonry because the Bible teaches that this world is of the devil. But they learn that. And then they're told that they're empowered, that they rule and reign over us, that they can do this, they can do that. They, and all of this other crap that comes with each degree that they obtain inside of these secret societies. They're all set up the same. Okay? Once they reach a certain point or a certain capstone, even though, well, I guess they're already aware of worshiping Lucifer, it gets to the point that they actually worship Lucifer as God and worship him. And really, that's the key to the capstone, at least in my interpretation and belief of it. I know other people have different interpretations, that's mine. Thus, the all-seeing eye, which is the all-seeing eye of Lucifer / Horus, same difference that you see on the dollar bill. Okay? So you might say, well, what does this have to do with people setting up in their backyard? First of all, they're mocking you. Second of all, they're having you partake in rituals without even realizing what you're going to eventually be doing. Society is going to be set up where they follow the secret mystery religions out in the open. Christianity, they will attempt and try to kill off. They will make martyrs of many Christians, and there will be others who survive and still are here to try to shine light on the gospel and the true word. But these people will continue to do whatever they have to do to indoctrinate people with the occult and normalize it. That's what they've done since television has come out. They have normalized the occult. They have normalized rituals, bloodbaths, etc., 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 to make it normal so that people think that people such as you and me are nuts. And they can think it all they want. They're so far-fetched from what's really happening, and their minds are so far gone, they're not even human anymore. Because if you can't critically think, you're not human. Period. If you can't think for yourself, you are not a human being, and these people can't. Now, the other thing that needs to be pointed out, in addition to the staircase, the pyramid, and the capstone, of course, with Freemasonry, is the milk, right? Well, we all love milk. And this, I have to point this out because there are people who still comment and say, well, I drink milk. Does that mean I'm a Satanist? I drink milk, no, it does not. You drink almond milk, it doesn't mean you're a Satanist, okay? Milk has a different meaning, a spiritual meaning. They take these things called milk baths. It's currently promoted by Hollywood. It's currently promoted by witches. Milk baths. We've seen Rihanna, all these celebrities. You can look most of them up. They've taken a milk bath and shown it. It's a spiritual cleanse. Some say spiritual cleanse of their chakra, their third eye, their spiritual eye. It's a part of witchcraft. It's used in witchcraft rituals. You could look that up too. And you could see for yourself how many articles pop up about witches and the proper milk baths to take. Then you can see people like Fergie and Kim Kardashian doing music videos where they dump milk on themselves. They're not dumping milk on themselves because they want you to think it's that thing coming out of a male's private parts and it's sexy. Okay? That's what a common, dumbed down person will tell you. Oh, yeah, it's hot. Oh, yeah? Oh, you're turned on because Fergie, he's dumping milk on himself. That's turning you on. I've had videos exposing the milk bath on multiple channels. I've had it up for about 4 years. I don't know if it's still up. I think the channel I put up recently got taken down. That video, for some reason, I can never get uploaded with approval. Ever. No idea why. There's nothing controversial, and it's just me telling you what the milk bath means. Well, they don't want you to know what it means. Then we have a Marina Abramovich, of course, right? We all know about spirit cooking. I exposed that. When the pizza stuff happened, many people did. And of course, they took that and hijacked that to be something different and make it political. And not to look through the lens, the actual lenses, and see what they were doing and what they were trying to get people indoctrinated with. But even in that, right, the milk that's used in rituals, milk is a common component used in witchcraft. Crowley, all these magicians, sorcerers, Satanists that they study, use milk in it. You'll see Marina even with a goat. You'll even see now they push goat milk and talk about goat milk in addition to just goat worship, which I cover all the time. Okay? These things all tie together. So all of these stupid things that pop up, and people look at it and they go, oh, it's so dumb. Nothing becomes viral unless they want it to become viral. And that's a fact. Nothing sneaks to, oh, and then I'm going to do it too. People, yeah. Do people copy it because they're dumb? Yeah, of course. What do you think's happening with the magic potion? It doesn't become a trend or viral unless they want it to be. And all of these things that end up being challenges are rituals. They're small indoctrinations. Does it mean if you perform this that you're in the occult? No, it does not. Okay? It's not what I'm saying. And I know people do videos saying that I'm saying that, but I'm not. But they will, because their brains are so dumb. Because I hear videos that people do on me and what I say, and they don't even, you can even listen to when they play the clip, they just totally ignore what I say and just take what they only hear, which is really a lot what the LGBTQIP community does. So they hear what they want to hear, which is that they're oppressed and I want to hurt them. When I constantly just say no one wants to hurt you or do any harm. No one even cares what you do behind closed doors. You know, they hear what they want. It's the same thing with this stuff. They hear it, they think it's insane. Oh, can't something just go viral? Can't somebody come up with something? Oh yeah, it's a milk crate when we all know about the milk ritual, those of us who are awake. It's the capstone on the top. You stand on it, you run up the pyramid, we know the staircase. I mean, it's so easy to say. I get that some people will be like, that's a stretch. Well, that's for the weak-minded it is. But for those of us who know how they work and how they operate and how all of the things that, even if it's through something like this, to normalize certain things in the occult, words, rituals, things like the staircase in Freemasonry. When somebody sees a picture of it, they go, I don't know, it just looks like a stair, cool. Instead of going, well, why do you have a staircase? Tell me about it. Oh, well, you'll find out when you get to a certain, oh, I will, oh, okay. Instead, they just see it and they're just like, so what? So what? So what? Who cares? Who cares? Let me get into Fortnite and pretend I live around fairy dust 24/7. What do you do? Because most people are fairies these days, but you get the point. So that's the newest trend that kids are into. And of course, I have to, again, let you know, I'm not promoting anyone doing this, okay? And for many reasons, let alone the fact that it's stupid. And I'm not saying if you do it, you are partaking in a ritual. But I'm not saying that because most people are oblivious. But they normalize it, they laugh at it, they mock it, they trend it. They watch these imbeciles do it, fall on their heads in their lawn, and it sums up the world we live in. They're showing these people falling on their heads. Anyone concerned? Oh my gosh, you might crack a skull. That's probably more dangerous than what's actually supposedly floating around in our society that we're all wearing diapers over our faces for, supposed to be wearing. Yeah, this ain't dangerous? Oh, good, okay. That's why they have to come out and say, we don't promote this. Because then if you make that argument, of course, they'll try to deflect off of it. But this world is just, it's all it is. It's all that it is. It's all that anything going on is. And people go, you just pull things, Carl. You're pulling it. All these Jews, they pull stuff and then they make it into their own narrative. No, you're just also dumb. Not you, the subscribers here. I'm talking about the people out there who question this stuff. So dumb and naive to see what's happening. You don't want to believe it. And I know people like you because I have family members who are like that. Even Christian family members who believe in Christ. They don't want to see the bad because they want to think everything's cupcakes and roses. And I'm not saying that you don't have salvation if you feel that way. I'm not saying you have to see the bad to find the good, to find salvation. Some people need to see it to find salvation. That's why I do what I do. But if you're naive and you shut yourself off to all this stuff and you start doing this stuff, you end up getting lukewarm. You end up going down the path of being a follower of Christ into being, guess what? A spiritual person. You know what that means? That means you start becoming a spiritual Christian, universal religion, a spiritual God, a universal God, and you are foregone. You're so far away from Christ, you have no idea. I saw somebody yesterday. I went on YouTube trending. There's a video of somebody coming out of the closet. I'm just like, well, I know why it's there. And I just go, I don't understand how people don't know why. Who cares? You know, this person's coming out. So I go on there and I read just scroll down 4 comments just to see what some of these people are saying. Of course, there's a thumbs up comment. Person's first words, as a Christian. And then they go on a rant. As a Christian, I support the LGBT. This is so brave, so encouraging. I don't understand why other Christians can't support this and be humble. And it's just, I sit there and I just look and I go, I can't question what's in your heart. And I can't question if you're saved. Only that's God's job, not mine. But I sure as hell can sit here and question what you're saying and what you're doing. And I could get it. People do that to me all the time. The more you start supporting sin and just going, whatever, the more it becomes normal. And thus, as sin becomes normal, our society becomes sinful. Christ's salvation, or Christ died on the cross to save mankind and save us. It didn't mean that you can sin freely forever and do what thou wilt. That's the satanic mindset, do what thou wilt. These people just think, oh, well, God wouldn't judge anyone who had this perversion or anything like that. Oh, yeah, well, doesn't mean he'll judge them harder than he would judge somebody who, I don't know, that does drugs, drinks. No, it's probably all the same. But when you sit there and you start going, as a Christian, you're not representing Christianity when you start accepting sin. Because what you're doing is you're not only defiling God, you're spitting in God's face and saying, oh, well, yeah, but that doesn't apply to today's world because it's a different world. Well, you let Satanists create this different world. You let Satanists take control and tell you what's right and what's wrong. God's word is etched in stone and it's etched on our hearts. The 10 Commandments have never changed. The laws have never changed, and they're not gonna. Christ now died for our salvation. That doesn't mean that every single thing just suddenly, So even things like this, sure, you could say, it's not a big deal. But when God talks about partaking in pagan rituals and not Masonic, we didn't say that, but satanic rituals, which is the same thing, you just go, oh yeah. He doesn't want you to be dumb and not aware of this stuff. God wants you to know so you don't partake. And too many Christians just shut their minds off and just this, okay, well, no, Carl, you're going too far. No, I have a friend who likes this perversion. Okay, no one's condemning that person to hell. That's not our right to do or our job. But it's not your right to love the sin and then just and to accept the sin, and then to tell everyone, it's okay. Partake in it. What's next? Huh? Well, we know. We already have people putting blood on their faces, doing blood rituals, right? We know there's already sacrifice. And then when that becomes normal, they'll say the same thing. Oh, and people will be like, no, they won't. Oh, yeah? All you have to do is look at something as simple as the one-niner. I said this last year. It was going to take time. They'd accept it. People would take it. Then they'd make it mandatory when, after the first couple phases of it. People went, no way. I know people, no way, no chance, never will. Oh, yeah? All of them took it. Work came calling. Have to go to conferences. So then when they bring up the mark or anything else, what's the response? Oh, I got to pay my bills, don't I? Well, you could trust in the Lord instead. I have to. Oh, why? Because this system that we live in tells you to? Or you can stop playing in their game. But they won't. And they don't. And I've gone on a completely different rant off of the topic here of what this is, which is just a challenge. But do you understand, as far as the standpoint of Christians, and just if you keep accepting sin and accepting all of this stuff, it just continues to become normalized. And then it's like, that's what's happened now. And with the LZQ, it's like, oh, it's okay. What do you mean it's okay? I mean, I'm pretty sure God was not okay with it. You can just read the Bible and see for yourself. And they are so lukewarm and oblivious. And this is how we get to where we are. And that's why people need to be strong. I need to be strong, and I need to be stronger. And I'm not. But this world in general just makes me so sick seeing this stuff and seeing people and seeing it's okay. It's good. Yeah, it's not good. It's not. Milk crate challenge. Oh, man. Do you know how dumb you have to be to not realize it's a ritual? Well, I shouldn't say that, because some of you are new to this stuff. But I mean, come on. What do you think? Somebody just put milk crates up in their backyard, went up and fell down, and what did they do? They posted it on Instagram. Okay, say they did, hypothetically. How does it go viral? Oh, it's viral? This guy fell. Oh, so somebody sees him fall and everyone laughs at the guy who falls, but everybody wants to try it now. Well, yeah, that's true. Monkey see, monkey do. But how would it go viral? It's so easy to just see. Just like all the stuff going on in the world, it's just easy to see. Just have eyes. Just be awake. Wake your mind up. Take it off cruise control right now. Yeah, it's stressful. It's easier to shut yourself off from it. But God doesn't want you to shut yourself off from this stuff. He wouldn't have put us here now to just sit here and be content with what's happening. And no, I'm not saying, let's go do something. Let's go overthrow Big Brother. We need to wake people up while we can, is what I'm saying. And that's what I'm trying to do. A reminder to check out the website at callfornuprising.com. It's $2.99 a month. I hope to see everyone over there. I appreciate everybody who is here. Patrons, of course. If you are a Patreon, it's because of you it keeps me here on YouTube. So if you're not a Patreon, please consider becoming one. And again, I'm not just regurgitating that. For those of you who can't have, or, for the young people out there who can or whatever else, those of you who are Patrons are the ones who keep me here and help me support doing this. So you're also helping other people learn and see what's going on. And I get it from the standpoint, some people are like, just give them a Bible, give them a Bible. But there's no blueprint on how to wake someone up to Jesus Christ. And people think there is. They're like, just give them a Bible, they'll wake up. You give someone a Bible, you know how many people just take it and throw it? That's disgusting. Yeah, it is. But at the same time, showing people the horrible stuff and the things they're doing and how they relate to the occult, that makes them go, holy crap, I need to find God now. And then when you read the Bible, and you read Daniel, and you read Revelation, and you see prophecy being fulfilled, and you read what the prophets have said, everything that was foretold is occurring right now, and you can't deny that. The only people who try to do a denial of that is the dummies out there just go, oh, these Christians are so great, and then they just dismiss it. Other people were like, they're following the blueprint of the Bible because they want to follow it and then lead, for the Christians out there. Oh, yeah, sure. Keep telling yourself that. Because when you're burning, you're going to not have a chance at salvation. Your window's closing. Every single day, your window's closing at salvation. Remember that. Every day you see the walls closing in around you, just realize if you're not saved, your window is closing. Quick. And you better seek salvation. And all you have to do is knock, and the door shall be opened. I thank you again for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.